If you're someone at that 4.0 or higher play level looking for the hottest paddle on the market, we think we have a new winner. We are excited to introduce RPM, a new paddle brand at Pickleball Warehouse, and the introduction of their first paddle, the Friction Pro. While it is a new brand, it comes from a familiar player. So James Ignatowicz, a top pro on the PPA Tour, spent over a year developing this paddle, coming out with something that was perfectly tailored for his game. And we're all excited to find out, does that trickle down to something that someone maybe not as good as James still enjoys using? This paddle and brand are so new to the market, there are not many retailers you can purchase from, and we are gonna be one of the first, and we offer that 30-day test drive. This is a new paddle and a new brand, but these are Gen 3 technology. So they're thermoformed. It still has a honeycomb core base with some foam injected around the edges and sides. So while we see a lot of brands going after that full foam Gen 4 construction, we're not seeing a lot of pros gravitate towards it just yet. And so we're identifying this gap of why choose a Gen 3 paddle like the Pro 4 when there's a newer technology out there. And the consensus seems to be that these paddles at that Gen 3 mark have more pop. You do have less control, but it makes sense that professionals would care more about pop than control, since they're probably hitting that sweet spot a lot more often than we are at the amateur level. If you're someone at that 4.0 or higher play level looking for the hottest paddle on the market, we think we have a new winner. We're all chasing that paddle that gives us an advantage on court, and we know there's limits on that amount of power it can offer. This paddle, if I had to boil it down to one thing, I'd say it has a similar, if not heightened amount of spin and power than the Yola Pro 4, but an enhanced or higher level of control. The Friction Pro is gonna have a pretty straightforward approach on launch. We're gonna have 4 versions for you to choose from. It is the elongated and that wide body shape, each coming in a 14mm and 16mm option. We will be doing an on-court full review of this paddle to give you the depth of insight and what we've gathered from measuring it on our RDC machine, from play testing it, and comparing it to other notable paddles on the market. So stay tuned for that video coming out soon. This paddle will be coming soon on our website at pickleballwarehouse.com.